Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the Law Lounge with your favorite criminal defense attorney here in Los Angeles. It's Silva. All right, you guys, let's talk a little bit about federal cases and P. Diddy. All right, the feds don't lose, right? They win the majority of their trials, and there's a reason. These cases take them years to prepare. Federal prosecutors, they do not play. They are aggressive. They have all of the money in the world to fund their investigations, and they are very complete. From phone records to where the person was at, to witnesses, to everything you could possibly want in a case. Federal prosecutors, if it exists, they can find it. So here's the issue. They don't like to lose, and we saw that in the P. Diddy case. They dropped 2 charges before it even went to jury. One was the kidnapping charge, and the second was arson. They actually told the judge, look, judge, we're going to drop these charges because we know we cannot prove them beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, I've said it from the beginning. I believe that the RICO charges, the charges that are remaining, are exceedingly strong. I do believe that P. Diddy does not stand a legitimate chance of getting out of this, even though he has an exceptional defense team. I was a little bit surprised, too, that the defense decided to call no witnesses and that Sean Diddy Combs decided not to testify. But there are reasons behind that. Trust me, everything a good defense does has a reason. It could be, one, they thought that the prosecutors did not prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. They could have one hell of a closing argument where they believe they can win this case without actually showing a defense. The second part, maybe they don't have witnesses. Maybe their witnesses decided they didn't want to testify. The third reason why maybe Sean P. Diddy Combs didn't want to testify. Number one, he thought the case is so strong he doesn't need to. Maybe they had done practice sessions where maybe P. Diddy didn't sound like a credible or good witness. Maybe he was too nervous. Maybe he just didn't know how to properly answer questions that made him look credible. There are a bevy of reasons why the defense would choose not to call him. And remember, the prosecution has the burden. They must prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. The defense really doesn't have to do anything if they don't want to. But I think in a case like this, I would be curious to see how quickly a jury would come to verdict, or let's say they can't come up with a decision. I just really believe that the prosecutor showed a really strong case for the charges remaining. So we'll see what happens. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, everyone. It would have been a lot easier if this trial was televised, but again, federal trials are not televised. So it leaves a lot to be open. For instance, how these witnesses testified, how they testified, and whether they were credible. That's something a transcript can't show. Anyway, you guys, let's see what happens. And please ask me any question or comment. I love to see them. Take care, everyone.